For more on this, I'm joined from London by journalist and also a royal commentator, Afua Hagan. Afua, brilliant to see you on, and thank you so much for joining me as always. So, this is Prince Harry's third major court battle accusing newspaper groups of unlawful behaviour. So why is he in court again?
Well, Prince Harry is in court this time with the Associated Newspaper Group and the Daily Mail because of the tactics that he and other plaintiffs have said have been used to gather information about them for stories. So this is things like phone hacking, bugging people's phones, secret recording devices, and the use of private detectives and other covert, unlawful ways to gather information in which to write stories about them. So Prince Harry has made this his life's mission to be able to hold the tabloid newspapers particularly to account of the way that they gather information to publish stories. Now, this affected his mother, Princess Diana, back in the 90s, and it was proven that, yes, her phones were tapped. And in fact, she wasn't being paranoid about how papers had stories on her and how those stories ended up in the papers. Prince Harry himself has long complained about stories in the papers about him. He knows that some of them were gathered unlawfully by MGN newspapers and the News of the World. So now it's about him taking the Daily Mail, the Associated Newspaper Group to task and holding them accountable for what he and other plaintiffs say is the way they gathered information about them.
So, Afua, what makes this case so significant as we are seeing pictures right now of Prince Harry arriving at the court in London along with other celebrities, Elizabeth Hurley too?
What makes this so significant is that this challenges one of the UK's biggest newspaper groups. It challenges the establishment about the way they gather information, and it's also about press ethics. This phone hacking scandal was something that came about in the early 2000s and 90s. We had the Leveson inquiry into phone hacking, which showed that it had been done, but yet it continued after that. And so this is about accountability for Prince Harry, holding those newspaper groups accountable and saying, look, you cannot just any way you want gather information about people in the public eye for your stories. It's about holding a really, really huge newspaper group to account and really questioning their ethics.
And Prince Harry is actually due to give evidence on Thursday, and the trial is expected to last 9 weeks. But what are critics saying? It is the whole privilege versus principle debate right now.
Well, yes, exactly. You're right in saying that Prince Harry is due to give evidence in court on Thursday. And lots of people saying that, you know, he's someone in the public eye. He should perhaps expect this to happen. But this is about the principle of the thing. It's not about the privilege. And yes, he does have money to be able to take the newspaper group to court, as do the other plaintiffs that include Sir Elton John and Liz Hurley. But yes, he has deep pockets to be able to do that, but it's not about how famous he is or the power that he has. It's about the principle, and him being able to do that, to hold newspaper groups accountable, can make sure that this doesn't happen to anybody else.
And the publisher of the Daily Mail, Afua, has strongly denied all allegations. And as we know, they are also historical claims that are happening. These happened many years ago. So what's been their response?
Yes, Associated Newspapers have firmly rejected all claims of wrongdoing. They argue that the allegations are historic, like you said, they're unsupported by evidence and that they are legally flawed and that they will defend themselves. They also said they have great journalists working for the paper and this is demeaning to them as well. But however, you know, critics of this say that this has been said by journalists in the past and they have been proven wrong through cases in the past, through the phone hacking era. And so it's not too late, and it's never too late to hold the press accountable. That's the argument of Prince Harry and the other plaintiffs in this case.
And Afua, I did notice that Harry is, of course, in London, but he will not be seeing his father, King Charles, and Prince William doesn't appear to be anywhere either. What ramification does this have for him and his family? Because Prince Harry has expressed that he would like to extend an olive branch and begin to build bridges with his very own family.
Yeah, you're right in saying Prince Harry is in London. He'll be in London for the duration of the week. At the moment, the King and Queen are in Scotland, as are the Prince and Princess of Wales. So we cannot expect any kind of meeting between any of them this week. I mean, we could be surprised towards the end of the week, but we don't think that it's on the cards. In terms of the ramifications for the family, that they know how intent Prince Harry is on holding newspapers accountable, how he's made this his personal life's work. They are preferring to stay above the fray. They don't want anything to do with this, even though especially the Prince of Wales knows that phone hacking has been going on, has been a victim of it himself, but they are keeping calm and carrying on as it were. They don't necessarily approve of Prince Harry sticking his head above the parapet in this way, sticking up for himself, you know, his wife, his children, and other people who might have been the victim of phone hacking, and particularly his mother, Princess Diana, who was a victim of phone hacking back in the 90s. They are preferring to stay well away from this court case and its ramifications.
Afua, as the royal family always say, never complain and never explain. Afua Hagan, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.